Beltran equipped with our Manscaped referee cam there in case he needs to take us inside the action. Nathan Schultz, season 1 champion in the red shorts. Loik Rajabov representing Tajikistan in the silver. Number 1 seed versus number 7 here. 5 5-minute rounds at 155 pounds. Leg kick misses there for Nathan Schultz. Low leg kick there. Immediately, Rajabov gets to work, digs into the body. And we saw this all season long from Loik Rajabov, Randy. He strides forward regardless of his own safety and engages in these big, heavy striking battles.
Amazing, and it's the first time we've seen Schultz all season long back up. He normally is the guy that's pushing that pressure and coming forward.
Rajabov, heavy leather early here. Not even 1 minute gone in this lightweight bout. The third of 6 title fights at Madison Square Garden's Hulu Theater tonight. Front kick attempts there from Nathan Schultz.
For the judo, we get into that clinch situation. Schultz has got amazing judoka. He will find a way to dump you on the mat.
That poking leg kick there from the rear leg of Nathan Schultz. The left hand from Loik Rajabov. Nice heavy leg kick there, lands on the lead leg of Schultz.
You can hear the Tajikistan crowd chanting, Loik, Loik.
His manager compared what Loik could be in Tajikistan to what Khabib Nurmagomedov is in Dagestan and Russia. Never before has a major world-class athlete come out of that small nation. He could be the first. Uppercut just misses there for Loik Rajabov. Take a look inside.
Don't let it go. Defend. Yep, that's it. Move yourself. Move your head. Fake it. Fake it. Close yourself. Yep, that's it. Beautiful block. That's it. Hit him low. Yep, that's it. Movement. That's it. Knee.
Nathan Schultz did note in our fighter meetings that he expects this year's performance to be even better than his championship bout last year because there was a conflict of interest. Big,
that was a big right
punch
hook
there.
Big right hook by Nathan Schultz. Sorry to interrupt you there, Sean.
That's much more important. Loik appears to have recovered somewhat, but scary moment there. Stunned was Loik Rajabov. And now Schultz drags the Tajikistan representative to the mat. We've seen him here working on top quite a bit this year. As I was saying, Randy, Nathan Schultz, there was a bit of an inter-gym conflict because he and Rashid Magomedov both trained with the American top team, so they kind of had to split camps and split coaches last year in the finals. Well, this year his corner, and we of course looked inside of his corner, has everybody he needs. Nice underhook there for Loik Rajabov.
Looked like he was going to settle into a choke attempt there.
Every time Loik Rajabov sits up, Nathan Schultz goes to hang on the head.
Nice by Rajabov.
Rajabov right back to his feet and immediately goes to work. Got to be careful of these clinches with the judo expert. Confidence building here for Nathan Schultz after he clipped Loik Rajabov. Big left hand, followed with a right from Rajabov. More low leg kicks from Schultz. Frenetic pace here early in the first round.
Amazing. Gas tanks by both these guys. No slowing down. Ooh, big right hand by Loik Rajabov.
That calf kick is very in style right now in the sport of mixed martial arts. And the reason is because it's effective.
It hurts.
Rajabov asking for his mouthpiece to be replaced there. Gets a quick timeout. Nice jab from Rajabov. Another, and a right hand to follow it. Partially blocked by Schultz. That shovel uppercut coming from Loik Rajabov. Leg kick from Rajabov. Right hand sneaks over the guard of Nathan Schultz. Loik Rajabov pouring on the volume here late in round 1. 30 seconds remain in the first frame. Heavy exchanges already. Nice shovel uppercut again from Rachabov. The front kick just misses. A nice jab again. 5 seconds remain. Round 2 when we return. Schulte closes it out with a big punch. Couple of bad boys squaring off for the 155-pound title. The new movie Bad Boys for Life, starring Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, in theaters January 17th. Right back to the action we go. Loik Rachabov in the silver trunks, Nathan Schulte in the red, looking to repeat as champion. Rachabov chasing Nathan Schulte around. One thing about Loik Rachabov, Randy, every single time he is within striking range, he's throwing something.
Absolutely letting him go. And we've been seeing Nathan Schulte for 9 fights now. I've never seen him back up like this. Rachabov just wades through him and keeps throwing bombs.
As somebody who was pretty dependent on a forward fighting style, I can tell you it gets very uncomfortable when somebody forces you out of that comfort zone.
There's a shot, nice shot by Schulte.
Schulte ducks all the way under, all the way around, and ends up on top. Loik Rachabov with an underhook here. He gives up his back, but shrugs out of it. Close to an elbow there from Loik Rachabov. Right back to work. 2 left hands land, and a right.
Rachabov just chopping Nathan Schulte down. Will not let him have some space.
Loik Rachabov may be building some momentum as Nathan Schulte looks to clinch here. Nice strong inside leg kick there from Schulte. But Rachabov constantly keeping punches in the defending champion's face.
Tajikistan ambassador to the UN watching intently as his countryman is a good showing for himself here.
Successful takedown there for Nathan Schulte. A brief reprieve from the pressure here of Loik Rachabov.
Nice scramble by Rachabov, used his legs effectively to sweep Nathan Schulte over.
Randy, Nathan Schulte led the Professional Fighters League in takedowns for the 2nd consecutive year. He's going to be seeking more of those as he continues to wear punishment. That one to the body as Rachabov digs, and a left hook lands over the top.
Big knee.
Punishing pace here. Halfway through round number 2.
Wow,
big uppercut from Loik Rachabov. Another from Rachabov, and another. Nathan Schulte wears all of them and answers with a shot to the body of his own. Rachabov shrugs off the 2018 champ and goes right back to work.
Rachabov's got to be asking himself, what is keeping this guy in my face?
Well, Nathan Schulte is tough, he is skilled, he is a complete mixed martial artist, and we are seeing with this frantic pace through about 8 minutes now that both of these guys are in great shape. Once more, the mouthpiece comes out for Loik Rachabov.
Warning from the referee, make sure you keep that mouthpiece in. You can't keep spitting that thing out. I don't think it's intentional. I think he's just getting hit.
Schulte pressing Loik Rachabov against the cage here. Perhaps looking to set up another takedown. Rachabov gives him a right hand for his efforts. Another uppercut. Now Schulte dives in on a single leg attempt, head inside. Switches it up.
There's Isabella Schulte, Nathan's wife, watching intently.
You can see the look on her face. She is not enjoying every exchange in this fight, and understandably so. Loik Rachabov continues to dig the uppercuts, the short hooks. Schulte goes to the leg kick.
When both these guys like to come forward, that makes for a brawl, and it has certainly been all of that.
Hammering away at these 255-pounders. Nice knee attempt there from Loik Rachabov. Pulling the head of Nathan Schulte down to his knee. Schulte throws a right hand and dives in on a leg, but gets shrugged back up by Loik Rachabov. 30 seconds remain here in round number 2. Take a breath if you can.
Oh, nice knee by Nathan Schultz. Snuck it up there as Rajabov brought his head down.
Trip attempt there by Schultz, countered by Rajabov, but right back to their feet they come. Up and down goes Loik Rajabov to close out the round on top. Round 3 next. And the legendary Renzo Gracie sitting cage side, treated to a beautiful 155-pound title fight. Nathan Schulte, the Brazilian, looking to repeat as champion. Loik Rajabov of Tajikistan in the silver trunks, looking to pull off the upset as the number 7 seed, who earned his way into tonight with a couple of nasty grinding performances in our PFL playoffs. And Randy, one important thing here, Loik Rajabov has been taken down, but he's been able to shrug Nathan Schulte, get back up, and he's also avoided a lot of the judo throws and trip attempts.
He sure has. He's countered them with his hips. He brings his hips in every time Schulte tries to lock him up and get him out of position. He's done a great job of countering there. He's got a takedown of his own against Schulte, which I don't think we've seen in the years that we've been watching Schulte.
Look down there at the bottom of your screen, the distance traveled by these men in this fight. If you want to simulate that for yourself, grab a heavy bag, run a mile with it while you're punching it.
Actually put yourself in a 30-foot cage and see how long it takes you to go 4,000 feet.
Goodness gracious, and they go right back to work, digging to the body as Loik Rajabov. This is the kind of stuff I like, Randy. No footwork, no head movement. Stand toe to toe
kind of fight right here.
Go. Rock'em sock'em, pounding away at one another. And it's not like these punches haven't landed clean. Through 3 rounds, well, 2.5 rounds, we have seen both men land significant shots, both putting excellent chin and cardio on display so far. And we are not yet halfway done with this lightweight title fight.
I think we got 1 round apiece here. Figure out who's going to sort out this 3rd round, and then we get into championship territory at this frenetic pace. It's unbelievable.
You see there on the Cageonomics numbers, both of these guys over 100 strikes thrown. Loik Rajabov closing in quickly on 200 strikes thrown through less than 3 rounds. Will the pace slow? Now Nathan Schulte throws in a little bit of bob, a little bit of weave. Randy, if it comes down to a battle of pure will, I don't really know who you give the advantage to. We saw both of these guys get to this point. Well, Nathan Schulte, he's displayed it over the course of 2 seasons, but Loik Rajabov, he basically gritted his way to the championship as Schulte lands another big left hand.
Yeah, unbelievable pace by both these guys. Nobody backing down, nobody giving an inch. Standing in the middle and shoe shining each other, just
nice body shots. Nathan Schulte has not had a knockout victory since 2014. And he's content to stand and slug away. He's a submission expert, a judo expert. This is a striking battle. Will we see him incorporate his well-rounded skill set? It's Rajabov who pushes forward for a takedown.
Schulte does a nice job of recovering, using the fence, getting his feet back under him, and not going to the mat.
Nice leg kick attempt there from Schulte. Rajabov continues to lean and press forward.
Rajabov's looking a little weary right now. It's starting to show a little.
We saw him get exhausted through 5 playoff rounds, 2 separate fights in Las Vegas, but 5 playoff rounds. He was able to grit it out. Can he do the same against the championship caliber fighter like Nathan Schulte? This is a brutal pace through 3 rounds. Inside of 1 minute left here for lightweight championship at $1 million.
Oh, he's hurting him with those leg chopping those legs out from under Rachabov.
Now Rachabov hanging heavy on the neck of Schultz.
Seen 34 leg strikes from Nathan Schultz in this fight so far, and counting 35. And his leg calf kicks are really starting to affect Rachabov.
Rachabov, the fatigue showing, and when your legs get punished like that and you get tired, that is what happens. Schultz lands in the mount, full mount, but only 7 seconds left. Round 3 comes to a close with Schultz in mount.
Legs of Loik Rachabov.
Rachabov in the silver trunks, Nathan Schultz in the red. Back to the action we go, lightweight championship and a belt on the line. 4th round started here. Loik Rachabov looking for a takedown. Nathan Schultz though with the body lock.
Slips around to his back, almost gets his back. Rachabov uses the fence to keep Nathan off of his back.
Front kick attempt there for Rachabov. Goes back to work with his hands. A little bit more bounce. During the break between rounds, Randy, Loik Rachabov didn't even get on the stool. He crumpled against the side of the cage, never stood up until they were ready to get this one started. Right hand lands there for Loik Rachabov.
You see Rachabov backing up and moving away a little bit, not plodding forward as he's been throughout this entire fight. We're in championship territory here in the 4th round. We've got a 2 rounds to 1. Rachabov with 1 round. There's another low leg kick, and his legs are just sore. They're just done.
And once again, Nathan Schultz knocks down Loik Rachabov with a low calf kick.
That's number 37.
Lands in the mount here. And now he goes to work on top with plenty of time in round number 4. 3 minutes, 30 seconds.
Set up a side choke. Here it comes. He's going to slide his ear into that. Rachabov sees it coming. He's trying to defend it. But that's what Nathan Schultz is trying to set up.
And this is what
there it is right here.
3 of his 4 opponents this year he finished via submission. He wants it down here. Now these guys are significantly wet and slippery. There's an exhaustion factor for both individuals. Loik Rachabov doing anything he can to try and get Nathan Schultz off of him, but Schultz doing an excellent job of maintaining the mount, lacing his legs.
For Schultz to continue to come under that arm and work it up by his ear and then slide his ear under. Create that arm triangle. Very classic judo choke.
Back to the feet they go. Once again,
Rachabov's having trouble moving. Oh boy, he's having trouble moving.
Schultz might get a finish off those leg kicks alone if Rachabov can't continue to stand back up.
That's 38 leg kicks, and they've all been on those lower calves.
Like a baseball bat grinding into that side muscle on the shin and calf of Loik Rachabov. Nathan Schultz once again to the mount, starting to pull away here in round number 4.
Digging that head in, trying to secure that arm.
A year ago, Nathan Schultz earned a hard-fought, very razor-close, thin decision victory over Rashid Magomedov for a Season 1 championship. Can he do the same in Season 2? Looking to repeat as Loik Rachabov reaches over for a Kimura attempt.
Half guard by Nathan Schultz.
90 seconds remain here in round number 4.
A torrential pace by both of these guys. Really remarkable.
Schultz went to a hammer fist there on that low leg of Loik Rachabov.
Front choke.
Oh, here comes the guillotine.
It's tight. Rachabov's rolling to his side to alleviate the pressure. He's got it pretty tight. Oh, too sweaty. Able to get out of there.
Excellent defense there by Loik Rajabov. Nathan Schulte continues to pressure from the top position. .30 seconds remain in round number 4. Nathan Schulte, season 1 lightweight champion, on top of the challenger Loik Rajabov, the number 7 seed out of Tajikistan. There's the 10-second clapper. One more round. That's it for round number 4. Nathan.
Here we go, round number 5, championship round.
Rajabov starts with a southpaw stance, keeping that left leg, that tender left leg behind him. Nathan Schulte calmly stalking, throws up a front kick. Left hand's tested out there by Loik Rajabov.
There's Nathan Schulte controlling the cage. And where this fight happens for about 60, almost 65% of the fight.
And a lot of that has happened, I think, here in these last 2 rounds.
2 or 3 rounds, absolutely, because it was all Loik Rajabov in that first round until he got clipped, until he got hit with that one good shot.
One minute gone here in the 5th and final round. Another leg kick attempt there from Schulte. Rajabov dives in on a single. Head inside, turns the corner and gets Nathan Schulte down. Right back to his feet goes the Brazilian.
Rajabov's too high, Nathan counters. Trying to take Rajabov's back now.
Back to their feet they go, circling toward the center of the cage. Nice right hand there from Loik Rajabov. Schulte shrugs it off. Uppercut there from Loik, another. The crowd from Tajikistan getting excited about these exchanges. Nathan Schulte continues to stalk forward.
Both these guys' cardio is just ridiculous. They are in great shape.
This pace is absurd, even for 155 pounds. Hard whizzer there by Nathan Schulte to try and avoid this body lock takedown. Great strength there by Loik Rajabov, and he lands in side control, but his arm is trapped underneath Nathan Schulte. Loik Rajabov's right arm is deep past the waist of Nathan Schulte. He'll try and isolate Nathan Schulte's right arm with his own left leg and see if he can go to work with some ground and pound. Half a round left in this 5-round lightweight title bout.
Pulls full guard, Nathan Schulte using his legs. Nice sweep by Nathan Schulte. Beautiful over-under sweep, clips those hips, and Loik Rajabov finds himself in half guard.
Randy, what do you think of Loik Rajabov's strategy here? I would think these last 2 minutes might want to stay on the feet. There's Nathan Schulte's corner.
Hold his hands.
Rajabov hanging heavy on the head of Nathan Schulte. Less than 2 minutes for him to get a finish. There's Isabella Dares Schulte, Natan's wife, cheering on her husband in hopes for a second championship consecutively and another $1 million check. Living the American dream. They came from Brazil just a couple years ago with next to nothing. Couldn't afford a car. A year ago, he took home $1 million. He's on the precipice of another huge payday here.
Again, Rajabov gets his back, but he's too high. Nathan uses it to slip out the back and get on top of himself. Half guard, steps to half guard. Thought he was going to go to full mount there, but he's, I think, content in half guard. I think he really wants to set up that arm triangle.
Does Loik Rajabov have anything left with less than 1 minute remaining here in round number 5?
He's certainly scrambling, trying to create a scramble. He knows he can't spend the rest of the round here. There's no way he's going to win the round.
What an impressive performance, gritty performance by both of these individuals. Constant scramble, constant movement, constantly looking to gain purchase and advantage. Inside of 30 seconds remaining. "15 seconds remain. Nathan Schultz to the back now of Loik Rajabov, who tries to roll out. Once again to full mount is Nathan Schultz. He will finish this lightweight championship bout on top. Nathan Schultz feels like he's done enough to repeat as PFL lightweight champion. Cageonomics final fight stats. Relatively even in these striking numbers. The leg strikes, though, for Nathan Schultz. He landed nearly 40 kicks, and some of those power.
Gentlemen, after 5 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. And the totals are 49-44, 49-46, and 48-47. All for the winner by unanimous decision. Your newest millionaire and the 2019 PFL Lightweight Champion of the World, Nathan Schultz!
Presenting the belt to 155, World Champion in the heavyweight division, Mike Tyson.